give a shout out to our girl Ann Roberts, Jeremy, listener, faithful listener, P1, big time Orioles fan, goes out to spring training every year to check them out, and I'm sure she's concerned about the news today. Some of the rumors that we're hearing about Jordan Westburg, how long he will be out. If he is out a significant time, how much does that impact the Orioles' playoff hopes?
Well, I'm not going to sit here and say it doesn't hurt, obviously. I mean, you're losing an all-star caliber player if he's out for the year. But I think we had more questions about the pitching staff, even though it's a solid pitching staff. It's not top-heavy. Maybe it can be with Rodgers and Bradish, but I think a lot of things need to go right. But yeah, I hate saying I'm not as concerned because of the way the lineup looks. There's not a lot of holes in this lineup from a bat standpoint. Now that Westberg's not playing third, there is a hole defensively. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the bigger problem.
I'm big time concerned. Jordan Westburg missed a lot of the second half of the 2024 season. We saw how that went. He missed a lot last year. We saw how that went. I don't think people understand how he impacts the lineup. Jordan Westburg would be, and I know this is a cliche, he is the Swiss Army knife in terms of the lineup. He can bat literally anywhere from first to ninth and fit in.
Yeah.
He would be a phenomenal leadoff hitter. You know why? Because he can get on base. He would be an outstanding second hitter because he makes contact. He would be a great number 3 hitter. He could bat cleanup. He could protect your cleanup hitter. You know what I mean? He could protect the guy who's protecting your cleanup hitter batting sixth. He is, I think, I'm not saying if Jordan Westburg doesn't play this year, the Orioles don't make the playoffs. I'm not saying that. But I think it does impact where they fit in that playoff tree.
See, and there's a lot to be said about, we talk about baseball. It's one of the reasons why there's not singular individuals that are going to carry you somewhere.
Right.
Like whether it's a starting pitcher or if you want to look at an Aaron Judge, Shohei Ohtani type, which let me take Ohtani out of it because it's just ridiculous. But you start looking at losing a guy like Westbrook, there's no doubt it's going to hurt your team in some capacity. I do think they're better off this year than they have been in the past because we're not trotting out these other cats to play third base that don't hit or can't
Blaze
play.
Alexander.
Yeah, like
you have, yeah.
And like Ramon was another piece that maybe they call back and kick the tires on that. I don't see that, but
my man Naughton called me yesterday. I was a little busy. Asked me, do they bring back Ramon Urias now? I think he was kidding.
This is the one time where it's not like I don't think.
Mike, I hope you're not that dumb.
No,
I think you rely on Jackson at that time. I do. I think
you worried about him defensively? You worried about him more defensively in or out?
You mean
infield or outfield? Yeah,
outfield. I think if you put him at second base
and just let him play,
he's serviceable.
Okay,
he's serviceable.
So then if you're doing
put him in the outfield, you know how they say circle the ball? Yeah, I think he circles the ball.
See,
I think he circles the ball, and sometimes the ball drops in the middle of that circle. I don't think he's a very. Yeah, I don't trust him in the outfield.
Let me see what free agent third basemen are still out there, just in case they want to keep Blaze in the role that they had him. Because again, we talk about corresponding moves. It's not just about filling Westberg, because if Blaze is the guy that fills a lot of that, now you got to fill what Blaze was going to do at the other positions. Or you expect more out of your everyday players, like, hey, you guys got to knuckle up. You're going to be playing more games. And I don't think that's the case either in this day and age.
410-583-1057. That's the number. Baltimore's Big Bad Morning Show on the Fan. So you're saying they could possibly go out and pick up a free agent everyday third baseman if Westberg is out a significant time to keep Blaze Alexander in that utility role?
I mean, I think they could. So the problem is
there's nothing out there.
Yeah. There is nothing out there. John Birdie, who had a cup of coffee with the Yankees, was a decent player with the Marlins as a utility infielder. Like all the guys, Bregman, you'd look at Eugenio Suarez, who signed with the Reds for a nice chunk of change for 1 year. That'd be the type of deal you'd be looking for today if you could do it. But there's so many guys that already signed 1 year deals.
Should have gotten my guy.
Sung-Mun Song?
No, Connor Falefa. Remember, I was wanting Connor Falefa from the beginning.
Yeah, what position they list him at? They have him at shortstop, but he plays all of those positions. I mean, he was even a catcher and an outfielder.
Now, Joe, there's a trade rumor that's floating out there. What is that one?
I wouldn't call it a rumor. It was a suggestion. The O's trade for Isaac Paredes.
That would be an interesting fit. Getting good old Isaac.
That's what I call.
I mean, it's Isaac.
Same thing I call.
It's like
my Isaac.
Somebody comes up and tells you, no. It's your Isaac, buddy.
He's with the Houston Astros still, am I right? Is he still with the Astros? Yes, he's still with the Astros. Last year, Isaac, 102 games, batted .254 with an OPS of 809, 20 home runs, 53 RBI. He's had a 31 home run year and with the Tampa Bay Rays a couple of years ago.
But here's the question I have. Are we looking for...
He's young, too.
Are you looking for, like, a bat at third base, or are you looking for someone that can play it defensively? Because I feel like if you're going to put a bat out there and that's all you're doing, then, let Mayo go out there and play it every
I think
day.
with this, with Isaac, and I don't know what people are suggesting, if you pick up Isaac, to me, he fills Blaze's role. And now Blaze steps up because Isaac is a third baseman, first baseman, second baseman. He's a utility player.
I think he's primarily third, though.
Yeah, but he can play multiple positions. So I think to me, I'm with you. If they make this move, he replaces Blaze because Blaze replaces Westburg.
Well, let's not forget, we're starting, if all the indications are true about Westburg, you're starting without a second and a third baseman. So Blaze slides in somewhere.
Right.
At least at the beginning of the year. I still think Blaze ends up being the super utility if you go out and you get a guy like Isaac Paredes because that's a proven vet that you put in that lineup. Okay, defensively.
He's only 27.
It feels weird. It feels like there must have been a few more Isaacs or Paredes that I was comparing to him.
Paredes.
Yeah.
There were other Paredes.
We haven't had a Paredes here since, 83?
Yeah.
When the Orioles won the World Series, we had a... Anyway.
No, we didn't.
We had a Paredes.
Paredes.
Stupid ass. This dumbass joke. Put that one in the trash pile.
He's been around since 2020, though. I didn't know he came up with the Tigers.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Then the first year with the...
He made his hay with the Rays, right?
Rays, yeah. First year he played 111 games.
And then what, Cubs and Astros?
Cubs and Astros,
yep.
Yeah. He's never played more... Well, he played 153 games in 2024. Normally he's a... 140, 111, 102 type of guy.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, Joe, when he was with Tampa, was he an all-star in Tampa?
Yeah, twice. And he was all-star last year with Houston.
He played that much with Houston last year?
He must have been injured the second half of the year. He's definitely an all-star last year.
All right. I thought maybe with the Cubs.
Yeah.
Was it split? Was he with Houston the entire season last year?
Yes.
Okay.
He made the All-Star game for Tampa in 24.
Man, all this stuff runs together sometimes.
I know
get to this point where you're like, who?
Okay, last year, Jeremy, he made only 5 errors.
Yeah.
At third base in 203 chances.
And you know why they're saying Houston?
Why are they saying
Because Houston has a logjam in the infield. They need to, like Carlos Correa was talking about it, like, hey, where is everyone playing? We got all these infielders. Like, he said it through the media, like, what is going on? So they have to move one of them, I think. So maybe you find yourself in a decent situation where it makes sense.
What is going on?
What are we going to play, 6 infielders?
Playing softball?
Yeah, he's looking over. He's like, man, you're going to have to learn how to play the outfield because Carlos ain't.